Okay, so in the last lesson, we worked on turning the A major scale into an A natural minor scale. So what we're going to do in this lesson is we're now going to form some A minor chords, or A minor triads. So let's first take a look at our A major scale. Here's again our whole, half, whole, half. And what we're going to do here is we're not going to worry about actually turning this into a full A natural minor scale, because all we're concerned with is our first, third, and fifth. But what we need to do is we still have to flatten the third, because that's part of the scale that we're using to form our triad. But we're only going up to the fifth, and the fifth is the same whether it's in a major scale or a minor scale. But this third, we have to flatten the third. So a major triad is 1 3 5. A minor triad is a 1 flat 3 5. So again, we start with 1, go 2, 3. You go to the third tone, and you bring it down. So now a minor triad is an A, C, and E. So that's how you form a minor chord. So now over here, let me just go ahead and we'll do up a minor chord. So, and of course you want to do this on your guitar. Now if we examine the tones, we have an A, E, A, C, E. Again, we have our first, our fifth, our first again, and our third, and our fifth again. So yeah, that's all we have is our A's, C's, and E's. And that's your A minor chord. So let's go ahead and let's try another one. Okay, so what we want to do here is we don't want to just randomly go and pick scales and form triads out of it. That's unless you can play full bar chords, because then you can play F sharp bar chords, and you can play B flat bar chords, or C sharp bar chords. That doesn't matter. But if all you can play right now is power chords and then full open chords, then you're limited, because obviously power chords are only two different notes, so we're not going to use those. We're looking at the triads, which is 3-note chords. So it's got to be an A, B. We don't really play open Bs really too much. It's really more of a bar chord, so you can skip B. C's, D's, E's, F's, and G. Again, F may be a little tricky. Maybe you don't know how to play those, but you can make the formation. And as I said, with all the C chords, the C triads, get a sheet with all the chords on it, and then at least be able to make the formation so you can analyze what the notes are within those. And later you can work on actually playing these chords. So again, we want to pick one of those different chords that I just mentioned. So what we're going to do, we already did A. Let's pick another one. It's not going to be B. Let's say D. Let's pick D. Go over here, D, and you can start out the same thing. Go ahead and make your D major scale. D. Up a whole step up to E. Up a whole step up to F sharp. Half step up to G. And then whole step up to A. Whole step up to B. Whole step up to C. And whole step up to D. Half step up to D. Half step up to D. Now, again, you always, the major scale is your parent scale, so it's good to do that, get used to writing that out. But again, all we're going to look in here is your first, third, and fifth. So this is first right there. Let's get back onto the first. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth is always going to stay the same. We're not going to adjust that. It's only a 1, and then we have to flatten the 3. Bring that down to an F, and then we have our 1, flat 3, 5, or D, F, and A. So now what you do, because we're playing a minor chord, is we want to form a D minor chord. So there you go. You have your D, and we're going to play these two, and this is your D minor chord. Let's take a look. D, A, D, F. So first, A is our fifth, D is our first again, and F is our third. So we only have D's, F's, and A's in there, and that's it. So there you go. There's your D triad, or your D minor chord, or D minor triad in your D minor chord. So there we go. There's that one. Let's go ahead and pick one more. Okay, so this time maybe we'll pick E minor. So again, first let's just start out by making our E major scale. Whole step up to F sharp, whole step up to G sharp, F step to A, whole step up to B, whole step up to C sharp, whole step up to D sharp, and half step up to E. So again, we know we got to pick out the 1, 3, 5s. There's our 1 right here. Let's go back to 1. 1, 2, 3. We knew you have to flatten that third. So now it's going to be G. So we had our E, G now, and B. And what we're going to do? Yep, we're going to make an E minor chord. Analyze it. Here's your E minor chord. So again, grab your guitar and make this chord, and then go through all the tones. Here's an E, which is our first, B, which is our fifth, E, which is our first again, G, which is our third. Remember, E, G, and B. Here's a B, which is our fifth again, and then finally E, which is our first again. So only E's, G's, and B's in there. So again, as you're making these chords, you know, all you gotta do is just count up the frets. You got A, A sharp, B, D, D sharp, E. So you just find those tones on your guitar and then match them up. See how they match up with that the minor when you made the major. Again, we made our major scale right here, then we flatten that third to a G. So if you do that, you pluck those out, you make the chord, and then you analyze it and see how it all matches up together. So yeah, do that with all your chords, and you can start to actually maybe mix it up. Maybe play your you know, we'll go back to C for example. Play your C major scale on your guitar, going up, pick out your first, third, and fifth, then that is going to be your C major, so go ahead and play a C major, and then and actually we're not going to want to play a C minor, it's an oddball one, so that's one thing that we should probably talk about for a second. So you can make a C minor, but usually what you do with the C minor is you play that as a bar chord. So it's really your A and A minor. C, you mostly play C as an open chord. D would be D and D minor. That works well. E and E minor works well. F and F minor works well. And then G, we really play it as a G, as open chord. We don't really play G minor chords. Again, you can, but you're going to more likely see that as a bar chord. So it's basically your A, D, E, and F. So those are really the three you're going to turn into a minor chord. However, it's still pretty good idea to go ahead and make your any one, like say B. Let's take a look at B for example. Before we wrap this up, let me show you that. So even though that you're not really going to play B major or B minor open chord, you can go ahead and go through it anyways, just to pick out the first, third, and fifth and making that minor, just to go through it, because eventually you're going to be playing on full bar chords, and you want to analyze those and see how those work out together. So let's start out with playing our B major scale. Here's our B. Then we go up whole step, and that's up to C sharp, up a whole step, up to D sharp, up a half step, up to E, up a whole step, up to F sharp, a whole step up to G sharp, a whole step up to A sharp, and finally B. So all you're going to do here is we pluck out the 1, 3, 5s, 1, D sharp, and F sharp. So okay, so you know a major chord contains the B, D sharp, and F sharp. So what do we need to do to make it minor? Yep, you got to take that third note. Again, here's 1, 2, 3, 3. Take that D sharp, bring it down to a D. So to make a D minor, you have a B minor. You're going to be playing a B, D, and F sharp. And I know you don't know how to make a bar chord yet. If you do, you're all set here. But if not, no big deal. So what we're going to do is here I'm going to form one for you. So this is what a B minor chord would look like. Right here, bar chord, I should say. So there is your B minor bar chord. If you notice, we have B's, F sharps, and D's in there. B is 1, F sharp is our 5th, B is 1 again, D is our 3rd, and F sharp. And again, if you look at our B minor, B, there's our D, and our F sharp. And that's all we have right here in our B minor chords. B, D, and F sharps. So again, what you can do is, even if you can't play these chords right there, you can go ahead and just make the major scale, pluck out the 1, 3, and 5 in the major scale, and then can just get used to what the tones are for a B major, and then turn that into a minor and take a look at that. Okay, if I flatten the 3rd, it's going to be B, D, and F sharp. And later on, when you can make bar chords, you can go back and analyze these. So yes, so your assignment here is just simply to make these scales, turn them into pluck out the 1, 3s, 5s, and make the 3rd flatten it. So you're going to be making that major triad into a minor triad, and then you're going to take your chords, your A chords, your D, E's, and F's, and you're going to make those major chords into minor chords. And so try and work on those. And again, for the other ones, your B, your C, and G. Again, it's probably good. Well, you can't do it with B, but C and G, go ahead and then analyzing again your G major triads against the G major chord and your C major chord, which you're used to playing, as an open chord, and analyze that. But then go back and then as you make your scale, go ahead and then for that plus the B, just right on the scale, just turn that into a flat and then pluck it out and then just analyze it, until you can play bar chords. There's not much else you can do. So hopefully that made some sense. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.